doing today? We're gonna pick up another crawler, I guess. Except this is not of the Caterpillar nature. It's gonna be an Allis Chalmers. But hasn't ran in 3 years. It sounds like we're gonna see if we can get it to run and drive up on the trailer itself. So stay tuned, and I'll bring you back. Well, we made it here. We found an HD11. John's busy putting oil in it. We have batteries in it. It did crank over just a little bit. We're gonna finish topping off oil. Let's see if it wants to come to life. On for the start switch. Well, John said ether alone's not working, so now we're going to crack ejector line, see if we can get any fuel through, and then probably go back to ether. Well, it runs. Blade is partially up. We had to top off hydraulic oil again. Start it back up here and see if it will. There we go. Now we're gonna see if she wants to walk. And after a short road trip, it's back. We'll get it unloaded, we'll do a walk around. Well, while I'm waiting for John here, we might as well go through Undercarriage while it's up on the trailer yet. So sprockets aren't too bad, they're not getting sharp yet. As you can see, someone has put rims on this at one time. Chains look pretty good. Top carrier rollers are fried, and that's kind of why we're getting into these pin bosses here. They would need to either be built up or replaced. Front idlers, they're starting to wear through, they're thin. They're not looking too great. Down here, your bottom rollers, as you can see, that one's missing the flange. This one's not even running on the chain anymore, so the bearings and that are gone, or bushings. Back three are there, but they're not the best either. Well guys, it's a little bit later here. We ran down to the Legacy Center in Elkader, Iowa, and looked at some Caterpillar crawlers. So we have yet to get this unloaded, but we'll start back where we kind of left off, working around the machine here. See the blade, she's starting to get pretty thin. A lot of dents, divots. There's a hole on the other side. See a patch they put in there. Hydraulic cylinders are leaking. Pump off the front there is leaking. Although they do work. It's got a homemade cab. One thing I forgot to point out when we were back here, this final drive pinion. There's no bolts in it. It's kind of just been bouncing around in there. And it doesn't steer to the right. So this whole final drive would have to come apart. And unfortunately, there's just enough things wrong with this machine that it's probably going to end up as a parts unit. I think the tracks are worth saving, or at least the rails. There's quite a bit of meat there. And then where they welded these on, maybe just cut these sprockets back a little ways in case another machine is found. You could swap those onto that. Sounds like the engine's going to be pulled, but otherwise a lot of the rest of this is going to find its way in the scrap metal bin. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.